Nice.
Yeah, what up, N-words? What's going on? Welcome back to Hit the Bid, soon to be a presentation brought to you by T3 Live in a joint configuration with hitthebid.com. How it's all going to work out for you and I, who the hell knows? But the worst thing about it, or the best thing about it, is that it's all open to interpretation right now. We're building a studio, people. It's all about me. And as a self-important douchebag, this is a really important part about what's going on right now. I have the luxury, the option of making what I want to have happen right in front of me. I need to tell people what's going to happen, where's it going to go, and how's it going to be. And all we have to thank right now is T3 Live and my boy Mike. You know my boy Mike, he's always popping his face in here. He's more of the professional producer, and of course he's a comedy genius as well. But what did I just say? Sometimes I say shit I don't even know what I'm talking about because I don't go scripted. Soon we have a teleprompter. So anybody that wants to send in their ideas and want me to, we'll have viewer mail. I'm gonna be able to read shit verbatim. Won't have to think about everything off the top of my head. But let's talk about what's important. Let's talk about what's important. It's the holiday season. I'm a Jew, but yet I get to celebrate all the holidays because I married a non-Jew. I know, I'm killing my race. I know the fellow hardcore Jews out there are pissed off at me still. But you know what? My grandmother was more Jewish than 95% of you. So, and she gave us the blessing, so I'm good. I'm good in the Lord's eyes. Anyway, I don't know if you've noticed, I've lost like 7 pounds. I've been sick, dying. What was really killing me is that on October 14th, around that time is when I closed up the last office. I thought I would have found a better place or somewhere to work, at least for the time being. It didn't work out like that because the T3 guys were getting their broker deal license. I wasn't going to open up an account there and then have to close it and reopen it. So I waited it out. I never wanted to go big into any positions. All right, let's talk about the loser, of course. It's the LLNW. This was not a day trade. The day trading of it was back in November. Now, I know a lot of people, you guys are in that stock right now and you're kind of pissed off about it. But if you think about it, if you had been holding that, you should have been holding the JBL and you should have been holding the Adobe and, of course, the Googles and the other 975,000 winners that I sold out of that you could have been hanging on to. So if you've decided to hang on to LLNW as your only stock, there's nothing I really can do about it. But tell you this, it's acting like a piece of garbage. It looks like a piece of garbage. So what does that mean? It is a piece of garbage. It is what it is, right? You're not going to basically tell me what's going to happen in the future is what's holding you onto having the hopium in the stock. But that's where I come in. I bought the stock at 485. I bought more at 6. And then, of course, I bought more at 7.5, which ruined everything for the trade. But I wasn't looking at it as a trade. I was looking to build a position in the stock thinking it was going to go to 10 sometime over the next year, 2 years. And, of course, everything that we add to the Dow 20,000 portfolio is a long-term hold. Long-term being December. I think, what are we going to be getting out of our stocks? Options expiration in 2012 would be December 21st of 2012 will be options expiration. We're going to probably get out while the earthquakes begin that Monday. That's when we're looking to sell our stocks. Now, Dow 20,000, and I'm going to tell you right now, all these videos I've been talking about how bullish I am and how you got to ignore all the factors and blah, blah, blah. At the same time, there is that hint of sarcasm in there, don't you know? You know that, right? Because I do not truly believe this, but to ignore what's going on, like ignoring how shitty LLNW is just not a good thing to do. That's like ignoring the boil that's growing on your face, okay? People are telling you, and when you got something on your face, there's no ignoring it. I used to, glad I don't have herpes, but every once in a while when I was a kid, I used to get these cold sores, and it didn't matter. You knew when you were talking to somebody, they were just staring at the cold. It might have been as well as if the cold sore was actually having the conversation. Yeah, what are you doing for New Year's? Ah, nothing with you because of that cold sore on your face. Again, went totally way off. LLNW, right? But let's talk about the JBL. The JBL is, okay, now also, don't get all excited about how much money I made on JBL. I still own a little bit because I was forced to buy it back. I'm not allowing the stock, I was saying, I'm not allowing the stock to go to 20 without me. So I bought some back, just a little bit. Now here's a situation. This was a perfect situation. My career was built on these things, finding these stocks in the teens and then sell them on that first move and then watching them go to 20, 30, 40. Now, I got to address the Dow 20 Thou theory, and I'm talking about JBL circuitry. This was a situation that was exactly what happens every time I'm starting to build position. Started buying 300 shares, 1485. Then it broke 15, added it, got to 500. Added 500 more when it broke 1550, whatever it was. Then it was churning and churning around. It was still a great stock. On the days the stock market was pulling back, even how insignificant the down days were, JBL was only down maybe 1 cent. On the up days, it was always up. Relative strength was great. The stock was being accumulated, everything we needed. Then Kramer got in our way, made the stock pop a point. So when it got to 17 and change, I was waiting for the thing to pull back, maybe to 16 and a half. Luckily, it dipped under 17. We bought some more. Then the earnings were coming out. We all knew the earnings were going to be good. How did we know that? Because you got an 85% chance right now on stocks popping on the earnings, popping on no matter what the news is. You're working at an 85% chance on your stocks going up right now, regardless of the news. So it didn't matter to me what they were going to report because I was looking at the stock as a winner and I was going to hang on to it anyway. Now here's the thing that I didn't do. If it was a different situation, if I was more comfortable with my position and monetarily, I would have been loading up on it. Loading up on something is all different to everybody else. If you got $1 million sitting there in a trading account, buying 1,000 shares of the stock, putting up 17 grand is nothing to you. But if you have 17 grand to your name, buying 100 shares is 10% of your net worth. So I gave JBL a 5-star, a bong hit, whatever. We got to start renaming because we're definitely not going to go with strong buy, sell, moderate sell. Remember the 2 coughs, 3 coughs, or I don't know. We're gonna come up with some new lines. I remember my first video, I had some funny shit. But where am I saying? My saying is the T3 Live experiment is gonna be ridiculous. Now here's the thing. They're gonna tell me that I'm gonna have to take down all the videos. I might have to take down the YouTube channel, the website, the hitthebid.net archives. Now here's what I say. What I did in the past should not have any reflection of what I am today. Because as we all know, what I said yesterday means nothing. If I'm giving out recommendations, what I did yesterday means nothing. It's what can I provide today. So if I went crazy talking about the end of the world and how I'm going to kill some analysts, that means nothing to what I'm doing now. I wasn't a part of them now. So we're going to have a little bit of a fight on our hands, I think, about whether or not I got to take down certain videos. And right now, they're so busy that they're not even getting the opportunity to review all my videos. 900 videos, no one's going to sit there and watch it. I wouldn't put anybody through that. But here's the thing. What you're going to get from T3 Live is not only going to get me, I could yammer on all day. I'm going to be the featured speaker between 12 and 1. I'm going to probably go into the studio between 12 and 1, maybe do a live just audio, and then Friday is going to be the big day. We're putting together a set. We're going to have guests. All the things I've talked about are finally coming true. And all this is going to be brought to you for the low price of probably about $40 or $50 a month. What we're going to do is, if there's enough of you that come join us over at T3, they're going to build us a little special section, the Traders Lounge, which is how we're putting Hit the Bid out there. We're not the most serious guys, and there are guys that are going to despise me, hate me for the attitude that I have towards the stock market. But at the same time, if the attitude that I have and the self-important douchebagginess that I have and the Matrix and the Skynet, whatever the case, when it comes down to the stock market, if what I'm saying works out, then it doesn't matter, right? There's the people that just want to have fun. Now, I know maybe you don't want to pay $50 a month to have fun. So you're going to have to get some stock recommendations in there and make some money. That's where the JBL came in. Think about it like this. Let's say it's $50 a month, right? So you're not only getting me, you're getting access to the best traders that they have over at T3. You're getting their system. You're getting all that website. And it's going to have a blog. Plus, you're going to be able to implement stuff that you want to have on that website. Because we're going to be in cahoots with the programmers. So if you think this should be something to be added to that website, like a different kind of blog section, boom, we'll have them program it in there. So for $50 a month. So I base everything on 1,000 shares increments because that's normally the minimum I'm doing when I'm trading. So let's say you bought 1,000 shares of JBL. Let's say, God bless you, and you bought it at 15. If for some reason you held it till 20, that's $5,000. You just paid for 10 years of a T3 Live subscription, right? To do the math right, so it's basically $500 a year. I think they have some plan. There's other plans we could knock it down to like $30 a month. But you're gonna get the full access to all the traders talking. You're gonna get the Friday afternoon show, and there's a million other things going on the website. Plus, the most important thing is we're gonna throw you enough opportunities where you're gonna make that money back, right? And you've paid for news services, I'm sure, in the past. And if you're an active trader, you know, you give something a shot. If it doesn't work out, you cancel your subscription and you move on. And I think I also told you about the real active, most successful traders aren't in chat rooms. But these are the people that I frequently talk to. I talk to a bunch of guys that are doing really well for themselves and don't speak to as many people as I used to, don't have as many friends as I used to, but the people that I do speak to, those ideas will be disseminated to you also. So you could look at that as part of your subscription fee. That's the hidden added bonus. Plus, when we go to Vegas, party's going to be on Krull, bro. You know it's going to be on me. Party at my room, drinks, all that kind of stuff. Only thing is, you know how let me address that. I have smoked the Buddha since last we spoke, but I'm probably going to, after January 1st or 2nd, I'm going to try to quit that again. All right, I'm all over the place. All over the place. The thing is, appreciate your emails. Oh, also, the guy that wants me to call up and do some Russian bit for you on your answer machine, Jesus Christ, I will get to you, Stefan or Steven. I will get to you. I want to do that. I just haven't been able to sit down. And today, I got to go to an Italian specialty store, pick up all this cheese and sausage that I don't even like, because I got a whole bunch of people coming over. Funny thing is, the Jew cooks the Christmas dinner. I already made my lasagna, my meatballs, my sausage, did all that already. Now I got to get the icky stuff. I don't like the hard antipasto stuff, stuffed artichokes and the peppers. Ugh. I just go to the store. I got a list of stuff that I know these people like. Bang, I buy it. I don't even know what half the stuff is. Cheese just makes me ill. The smell, ugh, gross. If I was living in hell, this would be the menu. No offense to you Italians. Hey, I don't like your sausage. I don't like that hard stuff. I don't like Parmesan. What? I'm not a cheese guy. I'm not a sausage guy either. So, going back to where we began this video, which is amazing that I could rip through 14, 15 minutes in no time. That's why when they were saying they're going to give me a half an hour on the radio as the featured guy, I was like, bro, I could talk for 2 hours. I'm a self-important douche. Don't you know anything about us? We could talk and talk and talk because we love ourselves. We love to hear the sound of our own voice and how smart we are. I was sitting there talking to some of the new traders. They have some charting software that goes back 20 years and actually has the symbols of all the companies that I used to trade that went out of business. It was hilarious looking at all these charts and describing what was going on at the time. It was so exciting. So many people I could talk to now. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But you guys have to participate and show T3 that you want to still remain part of the Hit the Bid family. All right. I'll get back to you guys later. I hope I addressed one point that I was trying to make, but have a great holiday. I'll be back later.
I would much prefer Krull.